Hey, what's up guys? We're back again to break down 7 top tips in Clash Royale that will make you a better player. By perfecting these placements and tricks, you're gonna be generating massive positive elixir trades, allowing you to win more matches. And today we're gonna be using the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5 to split screen and text professional players as we play the game, learning from their top tips to see how long it takes us to accomplish each one. I'll be rating the difficulty of each tip, and I can't wait to see if I can actually pull them all off. So it's time to see if we can be the very best and catch all the pro tips. And thanks to Google Play and Android for sponsoring the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. And with the first text coming in, we already have our first tip to try. Apparently, every spirit in the game fully counters a Fisherman. Just drop it in the middle, seems easy enough. Let's go. It feels weird playing against myself right now. So Heal Spirit does the least amount of damage in the entire game out of the spirits. So let's test our luck and see if we can pull it off the first time. I'm going to go in for our Heal Spirit right now. The Fisherman should go and yeet that, and then it's not going to jump onto the tower, right? There's no way. Let's go. So even with the Heal Spirit, you can fully counter the Fisherman. +2 elixir trade, really useful tip, really easy to do, and I'd give it a 2 out of 10 difficulty. If you've got sticky hands and you're trying to place it on the screen, maybe you could mess it up then. But this is an incredibly easy and practical tip to replicate. It's time for our next tip. Skeletons can full counter a Minion Horde with you only taking 1 hit on your tower. Didn't get too much context here, but I assume you have to split your skeletons up as far as possible in the middle. I've definitely done this before, but I've never counted how many hits the minions get. Hopefully we can do it with just 1 hit first try. Time to see if we can get away with only 1 hit. Minion Horde coming through, and we are ready for our skeletons to give us value. So we're gonna drop our skeletons here. We should be able to go and kite the majority of the minions. And is that gonna work? I hope we only take 1 hit, please. Okay, we took 2 hits. Feels bad, man. I thought I was smart. So let's try this again. Minion Horde at the river, and we're gonna get ready with our skeletons. We're gonna try to pull the majority of the minions here with our skeletons, and I think that that's a perfect pull. But I don't know if we're gonna be targeting the minions for as long as we need to. There's like 3 left over. Don't hit me. Stop it. No. I hate messing up, but I think that we'll get it the next time. I believe. I have full faith. All right, I'm not gonna lie. I've been trying this for 30 minutes. You guys look at the time in the top left. This is a little bit sad. I don't know if this is the right placement. I think that the first one that I got 1 shot on each side, maybe that's what he meant. I'm not sure. I'm gonna text him right now. Did you mean 1 on each side or 1 total? And we'll see what he says. Okay. Wow. So guys, we did it right the first time, and we wasted a ton of time afterward trying different placements. Because the first time it was really precise. I was like, you know, maybe we're gonna get it. And it was actually the right placement since the start. Mission failed successfully. We got it right first try, and we had no clue. I don't even know what to rate this one, because at the end, I was messing up because I thought the first placement was wrong. I'll go for a 7 out of 10 because it was pretty hard to replicate with other placements. Really useful though for a +4 elixir trade and only 1 minion shot on each tower. And we just got hit up with our 3rd tip. When the mortar is 3/4 the way loading in, release a card near your king tower and the mortar will activate king. There's no time to waste. We have to try it out immediately. Let's go. There it is. Please, king tower activation. Did we get a first shot? No! I thought I did. That was the definition of celebrating too soon, but I believe we have the actual ability to do it here. Come on now, Spirit Goblins. Give me the king tower activation. You know you want to get it. Yes! So 2nd try, not too bad. We take those. For me, if you just concentrate on 3/4 or 75% of the loading for the mortar, it's really easy to do. I give it a 5 out of 10. But if you're fumbling through your cards and you don't really know what the timing is, you're never gonna hit it. It's cool that the mortar has a loading timer so you can see when it's physically at 3/4 the way, and it's not some obscure timing. So as long as you look at the mortar, it's a really easy placement to replicate. And we're already on to tip number 4, stealing value from the bandit by countering it fully with wall breakers. All right, it's time to steal from the bandit. Bandit's coming through. We're gonna go for our wall breakers right quick, and I wonder if we're gonna be able to pull everything off correctly. Okay, the bandit didn't hit any of the wall breakers. Is it gonna dash on my tower though? Let's go! Both wall breakers connect for around 1,000 damage and no bandit connection on our tower. +1 trade too. Not only was that pretty simple to do, but it gave us insane value. We'd rate that a 6 out of 10 on the difficulty scale. And I'll be using that with all of my wall breaker decks in the future. The next easy tip is from the pro player Darian, who finished top 30 in the world. So if you do this Goblin Gang placement, which is incredibly easy to replicate, what happens is the spear goblins from the outside are going to go and target the inside skeletons from the graveyard. Meanwhile, your outside goblins are going to be able to clean up all the skeletons that are spawning on the outside that you are never able to hit with a Goblin Gang that would be placed more directly in the middle of all of the skeletons. And because the spear goblins from the Goblin Gang are on the outside near your king tower, your opponent is going to be a little bit more reluctant to spell them. And if they try to go for a spell and slip their hand and activate king tower, it's an instant win for you. That optimal Goblin Gang placement is a 2 out of 10 easy factor, but it's a placement that almost no one knows. And if you use it against graveyard, your cost efficiency will skyrocket. So the pro tip is to activate king tower with a regular miner by blasting it back with the Mighty Miner's bomb. You can do this with snowball as well, from what I'm familiar with. We're gonna go in for our Mighty Miner here, go and drop our bomb, blast away the miner, and have a really reliable interaction. As long as you guys can identify that placement of the miner and know where it is, you just drop your Mighty Miner, click the bomb, and it's as easy as that. I've never messed that up in a regular match. So on an easy scale, it's a 2 out of 10, but it's really good against miner poison since they're throwing a lot of miners and poisons on the tower to get their damage the entire game. If you activate king tower early, that king tower activation could be the difference between winning and losing a match, denying a few extra shovel swings. Hey, this pro is saying to do a tip that I've already showcased in my last YouTube video. Let's pull it up and prove to him that it's possible. So the power of the 3 screens is incredibly efficient here. As you guys can see, huge shout out to the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5 for even making this possible. Having YouTube, the message, and also Clash Royale open at the same time is pretty cool. And to just get a little bit more real estate on this YouTube video, we're gonna be dragging it down to 2 screens at once. Instead of 3, it allows us to just maximize our space and, you know, have our multitasking still be the way that we want. Being able to see the tip for a little bit of motivation and to see what we should be doing as we play the game at the same time. So that's the Fire Spirit timing and placement. It is one of the most difficult things to do in the entire game. We're gonna have our Fire Spirit next on deck, and I believe we can do it, maybe first try. If I'm able to do that, I'd be pretty surprised. I don't hit this first try ever, but maybe today is the day. Nope, the Fire Spirit still jumped onto our tower. Let's try again. Pro players struggled to do this placement in their first try, so I guess that was a bit ambitious for us. Maybe we can get it right now. Fire Spirit about to jump and it dies. Let's go. And we have a full health Fire Spirit counter pushing. I guess the power of the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5 having that huge screen really comes into play in these pro tips. You gotta love the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5. With a bigger screen, it was easier to hit precise placements, and when I had to engage the full screen, it felt impossible to miss. After successfully pulling off that Fire Spirit tip, I think we gotta level up our Fire Spirit. Whenever we spend money in Google Play, we get points that we can use to redeem in-game rewards, which will help us level up our cards a little bit quicker. And we're gonna start working the Fire Spirit on its way to level 15. And you gotta love the sick big screen. You can fold, unfold, and play, and have everything stay the same way. Because of the partnership with Google Play, Supercell is giving away a limited time emote. Check the link in the description of the video to get it while it lasts. Check out the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5 and download your favorite Supercell games using the link in the description of the video. Lots of love to Google Play and Android for sponsoring the video today. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.